Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Dawson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that's all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's locked. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. Now it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see? Play action. Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it? No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Block on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless. And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there. You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On third down, it's Hines. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Carr now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 66 yards. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing now is Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Off of play action, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now after the INT, it's Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Hey, 734. Now, you waiting? 734. 694.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
beauty of being able to play a zone defense. When you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw his Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get set. You ready? Go Chief.
Throwing again. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Terrell Basham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34. Cover 0. Go Chief. Express. 808.
From the gun, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go Chief. Hey, 7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. leading from the gun. Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Carl try it again on 2nd down. This one caught left side by Cooper. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7:34.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Take it at the 37. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Hines on a toss play. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 3rd down, that's Hines. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Carr. It's caught by Roberts. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back now here on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an even 90 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
694. 734.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down throw, Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Monday. Check up. Switch up.
From the gun, here's Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
7:34.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
29.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to leap. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again. Terrell Basham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Roberts. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Carr, he's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Luck gonna throw it. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go. Get set. Low. 808.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.